Hi everyone, in the last lesson we saw how we created this website. So today I'll show you how we can customize this website. On your side menu, just go under Kadence, go to starter templates. I want to show you something. So these are the starter templates. Remember we use this free template. And I said you can use whatever template that you find interesting. It's your choice. You have an option to select. So you only want to use the free ones. And then you have a lot of them to use. So today I'll be showing something different. Allow me to go back to pages. I want to remove these files of the template. So as you can see, these were the pages we imported. So I want to select all of them. Privacy policy was not part of it. So these are the pages that we imported. So I want to go to bulk action. I want to move them to trash, and then I want to click apply setting. So under even post, I want to go to post. So I'm trying to get rid of all the things we don't need. Remove that, and now we are good to go. So I'll go again under Kadence. This time I won't go to the starter templates. I'll go to the home option. Just click on home option. That is, you left click. So you can see we have this feature called Kadence is better with AI. So I want to show you how you can take advantage of this feature. It's really amazing, so amazing. And then it will be accompanied with ChatGPT to see what we can do about it. So click on get started with Kadence AI. To register, make sure to enter your email address and strong password, and then register. So they'll send you a code which you'll need to enter. My password has been saved in my account. So they'll give you two options. For in our case, we want to continue the free plan. Just continue the free plan because you're using the free Kadence theme. We don't want the pro one. So after signing up, this is the page you'll be directed to. This is the new Kadence AI feature. Next level site creation with Kadence AI. So we are going to take advantage of these. So what we need to do is just click on next. And then, okay, you want to select the language. I want to use English. Are you an individual or company? You select. You are an individual. So I choose my name as Josh WP. Where are you based? I'm only based online. In this section, make sure to enter category. I want to deal with pets. Let me type in place pet. And so you can see there are several pet category. Online pet lover community. So I'll choose that one. And then I'll click on next. Enter information about your website here. Should be around 1,000 words. So I have this prompt here. I say, hi, I want you to create a website called joshwp.shop about pets, pet food, pet care, pet nutrition, and pet supplies. I also plan to focus on guides and reviews. Now, describe what my website is all about and include different categories. So I'm in ChatGPT. I'll paste my prompt here. So this is my prompt. Make sure to replace the prompt with your own details. Then instead, if you're dealing with cryptocurrency and technology, just say about cryptocurrency, technology, financial trends, and so forth. If you're creating a Christian blog, say your website is about faith, a Christian blog, and describe a few details of the same. And then if you're focusing to write guides and reviews, which in that case I don't think you'll be doing, now describe what my website is about and include different categories. So I want ChatGPT to describe my website based on the prompt, the details I've entered. Click enter. And as you can see, this is the results. Sometimes the results may be different. As long as it's below 1,000 words, don't worry about it. I'll copy this and then I'll paste it here. Let's see how many words it was. See, it's 1,000 words and 99, which is okay. Excellent work. And then I'll click next. So they will pull some keywords from your content. Pet care tips, pet food review, pet nutrition advice. Then you can have product review for pets, pet lover community. You can add pet travel and safety, pet care solution. You can add breeding guide and insight. And then you can also add natural pet remedies. So you're only allowed to add 10. And then I'll proceed. Choose your tone. In this case, you have different tones: professional, friendly, informational, that is informative, engaging, trustworthy, conversation, persuasive. I found just the natural one, just neutral one, just being okay. You can go for engaging or persuasive, which is okay for you. and then click on next. So what are the goals of this site? Do you want to sell products? Do you want to display events? Do you want to display services? I want to write. You can also use this one to generate leads. You can use it also to offer courses. You can also use this one to collect donations and so forth, even sell products. So for case just I'm choosing for writing posts. Then click next. So now the AI has gone ahead and created the website on our behalf. You see it has pulled images online, stock images. You don't need to worry about it. So after that, we'll need to create the base content. Click on create base content. And so now it's creating from the pulled images and then the information we added. So it's creating base content. What that means is that it is creating several templates on our behalf. So these are the results. You can see how beautiful they are. These are free templates it has generated for us, which are specific to our instruction. I always find this one really amazing, the Kadence one. So let's go through each one of them, a few of them. You can just click on the template and then you can view. Just go around and see how it looks like. This is good. It's beautiful. If you like that, then you can click on proceed. But I don't like that, so I'll go back to templates. And then I'll scroll down. You can look at this. This looks good. You can scroll down. You can see we have categories here, which is amazing. And then this is like a shop of sort. And then different information, our mission, and so forth and so forth. And a newsletter at the end of it. And a good, beautiful footer section. So I'll go back to starter template. Let me show you a few more. This one looks good also, the cherry one. It has customer reviews, a video section, customer testimonials on the home page. Okay, this one is focusing mostly on reviews, and you can also edit the colors and so forth, but I'll show you that one later. So let me go. Yeah, I'll choose the color one. I found this one to be really interesting for certain reason. I find this color also to be good. You can also change that color. I'll show you how to change the colors and to do a lot. So I'll choose this template, click next. So in this section, you have the option to either choose a specific page or to import everything. And in my case, I would love to import everything. So I'll import all the pages and then I can save some as draft later. So I'll just leave everything as it is. You can also come here to advanced, import example products, import example events, import example course. No, I just want to import the theme setting and the footer widgets alone. And then click continue. It will also install WooCommerce. It seems we have a online shop which will disable. And then let's click on finish and lodge. So start importing. So it's done. I'll click on see my site. So I'll open this one in a new tab. And then I'll click go to my pages. So let me see the website in the new tab. So this is our website, and as you can see, it's completely designed for us. Everything has been done. The images have been added. We'll only have to do a few changes, but as you can see, it's perfect. It's already perfect, and we have not done anything. The information is okay. So let's go to about page. So this is the about page, and you can see how beautiful it is. So as you can see, it has not completed everything. Use this paragraph to provide more insight. So you can just go ahead and add some information here. Support your idea with a clear description. You can just use AI for all this. I'll show you how to do that. And then you can go to blog. I want to see how our blogs looks like. It has also created some blogs for us, just for the sake of illustration. So if we click on one of these blogs, let's see what it looks like. And I like it. It's actually good. The page is good. Maybe we'll change this section here so that the admin and the date may be visible. We have also, we can see the category and the blog title. And then this is the blog. The images are good. The titles, the font of the title is okay. The font of the body is okay. And I find everything to be okay. And also the similar post section is good. So after reading, somebody can look at other similar blog posts. So now let's get to the real work, the real job. So I'll go back to my pages, and you can see these are the pages you have imported. Most of these pages you will not need unless you want to use the shop page. In my case, I will not look at the shop page for now, but at the end of the course I'll show you how to create an online shop. So for now, I'll go to plugins, or the plugins, installed plugins. I said I don't want to use WooCommerce, a shop for now, so I'll deactivate this and even delete it, because I would rather prefer doing affiliate marketing than actually doing a shop for dog pets, unless you actually have a dog store you want to sell the products through this website. Otherwise, it's better to do affiliate marketing. And before we continue, remember, under your setting, make sure your permalinks are set to post name. Make sure it is post name, and then click on save your changes. So let me go back to pages. So here we don't need the cart page. We are not running a shop. We don't need the checkout page. We don't need my account page. All these are pages which were created because of the WooCommerce plugin. We don't need the refund and return page, and we don't need the shop page for this case. So I'll delete them. I'll go to bulk action, and I want to move them to trash, and then I'll click on apply. So they have been moved to the trash. So we are remaining with these other pages. We don't need also the pricing page, so let me delete it. I want to view the FAQ page. Let me see what it looks like. Click I'll open the page in a new tab, and this is the page. It's an FAQ about dogs. Unless you need it, you can also delete it, but I'll leave it for now. On your home page, you have this menu section. As you can see, it doesn't look as though it's in any specific order. It's because this is the default menu. So we're going to create our own menu. I'll go under appearance, click on menu, and as you can see, we don't have any menu. So this is the default one. So we are going to create a menu. So we click on create menu, and we want to call our menu, which is the main menu here, we'll call it main. And then we want it to be the primary menu. Okay. And then click on create the menu. Now we have the menu created here, which is the primary menu. We have the main menu. So I'll select the main menu, and afterward I'll come here under the pages. I want to add certain pages to the menu. I'll click on view all pages. I'll love to add the home page. I'll also like to add the blog post page. Also like to add the about, contact page, and maybe the service page, if you have any services you are conducting on your website. You can add as many as you want, but these are enough. And click on add to menu. As you can see here, they have been added. Now click on save menu to update it, and our menu has been updated. If I go back to the home page, I'll click on refresh. Make the observation, please. You see, our menu has been updated. So we have home, blog, about, contact, services. So now it looks the way we want. Okay, this was a post. So if I go to home page now, okay, you can see we have home, blog, the same menu doesn't change. It's a beautiful one. We have this menu here. So I'll go back, and then I'll click on pages, back to pages. Here we have the pages here. If you want to edit a page, just go to the page and click on the edit button. Or if you have opened the page in a new tab, just go to the page and you have the same. You see here, just click on edit page, and it will just do the same thing. And so now this is the backend. You can see how your page looks. It is created using the block editor. Now you can work on your page. So we already have some categories which have been created. You have pet care and so forth. So to make sure this category is actually working, I'll go back to pages. Under post, you see, under post, go to categories. Make sure the categories are there. And you can see we don't have the categories actually. They have not been created. So what I will do, because here we have the uncategorized one, I will add new categories. The new categories will be, we had the pet care. So let me just copy these categories here. I go here, I'll create a category care, and then I'll paste it here. Make sure after doing that,
I'll put an hyphen in the middle of this. Make sure there's no space. Pet care. And then I'll add the new category. It automatically updates itself. And then I'll go here. I'll click on pet food review. Copy it. Add it here. Add the slug here. Make sure also to remove the space between and replace it with an hyphen. That's it. Then click add the category. Then want to go to pet nutrition. So we just click on pet nutrition alone, and pet nutrition, remove the space, replace it with an hyphen, and update it. So now we have all the categories here. If I go to quick edit, you can see the slug already knows it should be all in small letters. That's why I didn't bother so much changing the capitalization. It automatically saves with small letters. Okay, so I don't want to make any change. Now I don't want the blogging category. I want to delete this one. I'll click delete. You see, when you bring your mouse on the uncategorize, you realize that we don't have an option to delete it. It's because we have to go to the settings and go to the writing option. Click on writing option, and we have to change the default post type here to whatever category we want it to be. Our default category, maybe I want pet nutrition or pet care tips to be our default category. So I'll make this the default category, and then I'll scroll down and save changes. You can also go to general. I want you to make an observation here. So here you can change your site name. If you didn't change your site name, you can also add a tagline. Okay, and then make sure to change your URL address. You can see my website is secured with an SSL, so it's HTTPS. Update this one to HTTPS to avoid errors, and then afterwards make sure to save changes. And now it has been updated. Let me log in back again. If you go to reading, as you can see, our home page is set to a static page, which is what we wanted. We wanted our home page to be selected to be the home page. We didn't want it to be blogs. And then we want our post page to be blog, which has already been pre-selected because we chose the smart way of doing things. So we just leave it. Unless you make any changes, you click on save changes. So we want to edit this page, which is simple. As you can see already in this page, this is what we call a block. In this block, we have different elements. I would love to add section after the hero section here. I would love to add a new section here that will display at least 4 to 6 or 3 of our latest blog posts. To do so, I'll just click on this section here, and then I'll click on the add the plus sign here, and then I want to add a row layout. I want to add a full one, so I'll click on that, and then I'll go inside that row layout. I want to add something in the it. I'll browse on all. I want to add a post to showcase some post here, so I'll click on the post block, and as you can see, we have around 3 posts that are already displayed here. Okay, let me close this so that you can see it clearly. This is what we have, but as you can see, it has unnecessary details. Just click between any 2 of the posts so that you may click on the post section. Apart from changing the order of the post, maybe you can also want to change the order from newest to oldest or oldest to newest, or the recent modified one. You can do that, and then also you can increase the number of items that are displayed in this section. So as you can see, these are how many items? 6 items. These are 6 items, 6 blog posts. Sometimes this may be a lot, which you can also choose. You can lower this one to either 3. Then you have 3 latest blog posts displayed there, which is okay. Again, to just go back, just click between any of those 2 posts. So go to style. Maybe you want to change the style of the headings. So these are heading 2s, which is okay. Don't change it. It should be heading 2 in that regard. On this page, they should be set as heading 2. You also have the image settings here. click image settings, and then I always love this ratio. I love the ratio of 16:9. Okay, I click that, and then the image medium, you can choose them to just be medium, and then you can close that one. Just collapse that. Go to categories, the category divider. If there are any category displayed, you want it to be using the slash divider, or you can change to any of these. And then you can go to the advanced section. Here, maybe you don't want to show all the information, so we'll go to the meta section. This is what we call the meta section here. Okay, you can disable some of this information. You can disable the author, so the author will go, but you want the author to remain, or you can just disable it and not make that much difference. You can also disable the author label. Then you go to content setting. This is the content setting here. Again, click between two of these, the content setting. Let's scroll down. Let's collapse this one so that you may see the content setting. So you may enable the excerpt, enable read more. I hate this read more button. Just remove it. And then you can go to default blocks if you want to set this one as a default, but for now I don't want to set it as a default. And then you can also disable the excerpt, and I find it to be interesting. Actually, I don't think you need the excerpt for this section. It actually makes it bulky for no reason. I'll leave it as it is. It looks clean. Once you've made any changes here, click on save to update your page. On our category section, because you're not going to create a new category, it has already been created. That's the advantage. I want to update the links so that every time somebody clicks on any of these categories, it takes them directly to those categories. So as you can see here on the link section, that is on your right side sidebar, there is no link linking to taking the customers to this page. You can link as the section within, or the entire section, the entire thing. If you want to link this entire row layout here, just scroll down to overlay, the overlay link, so to the entire thing will be clickable. But if you just want to, I love people just to click the inner section, that's what I want them to click. So to update this link, go back to your page. You remember what we did when we added the categories. Go to post. Under post, we have categories. Click on categories. So the first category is pet care tips. So go and find pet care tips. This is the one we want. So I'll click on that. I'll copy the link. And also remember, we changed our category, our primary category, to be pet care tips. So we no longer need the categorize category. I'll just delete this one. That is gone. So now if I go here, I've already copied the link. Come here, paste the link here, and then click on this button. And as you can see, that has been updated. And then we want to go to pet care tips. That's one. And then we have pet food reviews. You can come here, pet food reviews. Click on the view icon. Then copy the link. Click on this one. Also update here. And make sure to click on the submit button, and do the same for pet nutrition and advice. I want to link this button to the contact page. So I'll go back, go to pages, copy the link, go back. So I want also to do the same for this. I'll link this one to the contact page so that every time somebody clicks on it, it takes them to the contact page. You can also redirect them to whatever page you need. Okay, we also have these two buttons here. This one, learn more, can link that one to about us, the about us page. I'll copy that link to the about us page. I'll click on this button and then also do the same here. We'll come back to this. Just need to create a logo here, or you can just remove this section. It is redundant. To remove a section, just click on the entire section like that. You see, make sure you see the row layout icon for that section, and then click on the three dots there and go to delete. So I've deleted that section, it's gone if you don't need it. So I want to show you how to edit this section. We'll also learn more about this when we're editing the about the contact us page. So this row layout within the row layout has its own section. It has two sections. We have the email address input section and the subscribe now section. So what we want to do here, we want people to enter the email. So you can go to email setting. What do you want them to do? Where do you want this email to be sent to? You can allow them to send it directly to your email Gmail address, or you can use a custom domain name. So I'll use my email address, and then the email subject, I'll leave that. From email, I'll just paste the email. From name, the name, I want it to be the name of the website, which is Josh WP. You can label this one as subscribers. So that's it. Maybe we'll look at action after submitting. The action you want to happen once somebody clicks on submit now, you want it to be sent to your email, and you have entered the email address. So we are done with that. We also have basic spam check by honey pot spam. You can also enable Google reCAPTCHA, which I find it to be unnecessary sometimes. Just leave it. So that's it for that section. So I will update the website. I'll click save to update the website. So to view our website, just click on this button here, and you can see currently this is how our website looks like. You see, this is the default category, pet care tips, and then these are the categories here. So these are the latest posts. Maybe you want to add some text here to show that the latest post. I'll show you how to do that now. And everything else is okay. It looks good. So what I'll do, I'll come here. I'll select the entire row layout. Make sure you see that out icon. These are sections. This is the entire row layout. I'll click on that. So what I want to do, I'll go to advanced, and I want to add what we call padding. I want to add padding to the right and padding to the left. So I'll maybe add this one to padding by, that is SM, that is small, and then I'll go to left. I want to go again to small. So you can see it doesn't go beyond the walls. We said we want to add a title here to show these are the latest post. So to do so, just as I showed you earlier, so I want to add what we call an advanced heading. So I'll choose advanced heading. Here it is. We have text, but it is advanced text. I'll click on that. So this is the advanced text. I want it to be aligned at the center, and then I want to call it latest. Okay, I can work on this. I want this one to be the font. I want it to be small or medium size or large, but just medium. I want it to be medium. Maybe we can make it bold. I'll click on this and then make it bold. So you can see now it's bold, which is okay with me. And then I can click save to update changes. So let's do something else. Let's edit maybe one more page. I want to edit the contact page. To edit this one, the contact page, I'll click on edit, but I want to open it in a new tab. So this is our contact page, which looks good to me. Contact us, reach us for any inquiry or feedback, which is okay. Everything has been customized by the AI. That's why I told you to use the AI. It just makes life easy. So on the contact page, we only need this section here. You see, the contact us page. I want people just to contact us. I think every other thing is redundant. Unless you actually have a physical location, you can have a map. But if you don't have a physical location, I don't see why you need a map. So I'll just click here to select the section, and just delete the map. Unless you need it, you can leave it. I also don't need this section. I find it to be redundant. Let me just delete it. I just want the hero section here, and the contact us form. That's what we wanted, the form. I also want to remove some elements within the form. I don't need the phone number. To remove it, just click on the element and then delete it. You want the name, the email, and the message. You can also leave the subject maybe, but I don't think this is necessary. You can also delete it if you want to delete the subject. Okay, maybe leave it for now. So to edit any of these sections, just click on the section, and then here on your right hand side we have the sidebar. You can see we have settings for each section. We have your name, which is this, email address, we have email, subject, and message, all of them. So if you go to your name, you can make your name a requirement, which is, I want people's name there, so I've made the name a requirement. Show label means it will have this label. You see now the label is gone, so I want label your name to be there. After you're done with that, I want to collapse this. Go to email address. Of course, you want the email address to be required, and you want to show the label as well. And then I collapse that. We said the subject, so we don't. It is not necessarily required. People, they can skip that. And then on the message section, so the message must be required. Okay, let me collapse that. And then you want to edit the send a message. If you click on the send a message, what do you want to happen? So this is, we have this other section here. We have action after submitting. We want them to send us an email, okay? So we'll be receiving an email. And so what will be the email content? I'll go to the email setting, my email. You can use your Gmail email, or you can use a custom email such as info@joshwp.shop. Okay. The email subject here, what do you want the email subject to be? You can leave that as blank. You can fill this to be emailed from you. The email name, from name, you want it to be your name. I think that's it for that section. The basic spam checker, we are using Oniport spam checker. And then they have the message setting down here. So this is what, every time somebody clicks on this, if they have filled the form well, and the required field, they'll receive a message that says submission successful, thank you for getting in touch with us. And then the error submission will say, if there's an error, for example, he has not filled information on a required field like your name, will be told to fix the error to proceed. So you must fill his name, fill the email, fill the message for that one to work. So everything has been optimized for us already by AI. So just click on save changes. We're done with the contact us page. Before I edit the FAQ section, let me edit another page, the privacy policy page. So I'll click on edit page. I'll open this one in a new tab. So this is the default privacy page. So I don't need any of this content. I'll highlight everything and then I'll delete all the blocks. Okay. Now here I will add a new block. And the block I'll add is a row layout. I'll click on row layout, and I want to add this row layout 25. Okay, the one with that, I think this is okay. Also 20 by 60. Okay, this is 20 by 20, and then at the middle we have 60. So that at the middle here we can come and add a paragraph, okay, where we'll enter the content of a privacy policy. So to add a privacy policy, we'll go to this tool here called privacy policy generator. All the links that are used in this video will be attached on the description section or on the resource section below. So I will leave all the links there. So here I want to describe what I want to do. So I'm creating a privacy policy for a website, and then I continue. So the first thing you need to enter here is your website address. So I'll go back to my website. So this is your website address. Copy it, come here, paste it here, and then my website's name is Josh WP. Josh. Entity type, make sure to go for individual because you don't want to pay for this service. Enter your country, so I will choose United States, and then one of the states, and then just click proceed. And then you're told what kind of personal information do you collect? Email, first name. If you collect phone numbers and the rest, you can just choose, and then I'll click next. So how can users contact you regarding any question? By email. And for demonstration purpose, I will enter hello@joshwp.shop, and then I'll click by which page do you want people to visit to contact you. I want the contact us page, so I'll go there, I'll find the contact us page, I'll copy the link of the contact us page, I'll go back here, make sure to paste the link there. In this next step, just choose I don't want a professional privacy policy, and then click next. So enter your email address to receive the privacy policy, and then I'll click on generate, and it will generate the privacy policy for you. You will realize that you cannot copy the content here, but you have an option to copy the HTML code. So I'll copy the HTML code, and then I have this free online tool here. It's called word2html.net. Just go there and paste the content into the HTML section to be converted to Word. Just click on the copy button, go to your privacy policy page here and paste the content inside. And as you can see, it has been pasted with the right formatting. We have the right headings, the body formatting. And so I'll go up. So now we have the privacy policy here. You don't need to show when it was lastly updated, so you can delete that. So delete that. And then click save to update changes. If it had not been published, just click publish. And then now we can view our privacy policy page. So that's it about the privacy policy. There's also an issue with this page. As you can see, you cannot see the header section of the page. So I'll show you how to change that. I think that is enough on editing different pages. Maybe by the end of the video, I'll show you how to edit the FAQ section. But for now, let's do something else. So under appearance, we have something called customize. Just click on customize. If you go on the home page, you see this logo. This is just a custom logo. We need to create our own logo. And maybe you don't want the social icons to be shown here. You want to remove them. You may also want to change the position of this logo, maybe to somewhere here. And then you may also want to change the position of the menu to somewhere here, the standard menu. And we said we want to remove the Kadence WP logo. So to do that, we have opened the customizer here. A few things we want to do here. There's so many things to learn. So I'll show you a few things before I go to customizing everything. We have the color and fonts. Here we have colors. You can change actually. You see, this is what we call a color palette. We have 3 color palettes. You see, as I change the color palettes, everything is changing. Have you observed that? Those are 3 color palettes, and you can create one of your own. The site background is set to that color. Title, content, background set to that color. So you can change the colors here. The link settings set to these colors, which are okay for now. I can leave the colors. You can come and change later. You can also change the button colors here. Maybe you didn't want that color, which is this. You can change to that. You can also change the website color entirely to something different. For now, I'll leave that color. Go back. You have topography. So under topography, I want to make a few changes. I think 50 for the heading, 50 pixel is a lot. So I'll change that to something like 30. And then I also change font for H2. I'll change that to 26. For H3, I'll change that to 20 pixel. And then H4, I'll change it to 18. And then you can also play around. You can change H5 and H6 to 16 pixel. So the base font this is the base font. Let me show you what we mean by the base font. This is what we call the base font. The font of the content itself. I think 17 is good, but you can also change this one to 16 or leave it at 17. You can observe the difference, okay? I think 17 is okay. It is visible. People can actually read it. It's big enough. And then after making changes, make sure to click on publish to update the changes. Go back. So now that was color and fonts. We have the header section, this is what we call the header section. Click on the header section. We want to add our own logo. So, but before we add our own logo, we want to change how everything is aligned here. Number 1, I want to remove this section here. I don't need it. So to remove the social icons, we have this section down here. We see we have the social icon, we have the logo, and then we have the primary navigation on different rows. So I'll click on delete social media icons if they have been removed. So I will have this logo to come here. And I will have the primary navigation. We have also, let me delete this. We have the primary navigation here. I will have the primary navigation to go there. So you see, this is our standard header looks like. And then I want also to make some changes. You see this logo, I don't want it to look this way. I'll go to logo. I know I've not yet created a logo. So we are said we are using a logo icon. This is the logo icon. If you click remove logo icon, we'll be left with a worded logo, which is basically the name of our website. Sometimes that's just enough. You don't actually need any other logo. That's just enough. You can use that. And if you want to use an icon and the name of your website together, just click on use logo and then scroll down a bit. You see here we have logo layouts. I want the logo icon and the title to be on the same line. I'll click use this. That's what I want. However, this one is a custom logo, so we need to change it. We need to create our own logo. So how do we create our logo? There's a tool called Canva. It's a free tool, so I'll go to Canva. In Canva, I'll create a new custom size, and I want it to be 500 by 500. Make sure it is in pixels, not inches, not centimeters. 500 by 500 pixels, and then click on create new design. And so this is the design we have. A few things I want to do. As you can see, we have also some of logo designs here. These are different designs which are already pre-made, but I wanted a blank Canva. So what I will do in this case, I'll go to elements, click on elements, and then I want to go to graphics, click on graphics. I want to type pet, and then enter. So to avoid complicating everything, I'll just choose one of these. This one is a free. The one with the pro sign, they are paid for. You can either choose one of these, whatever that you think is suitable for you. Maybe let's click this, and then I'll align it here. I want to resize it. This is huge. I want to resize it and make sure it is at the center. And then I want to add a text. So I'll go to the text element. I want to click on the add heading. So I've added a text and the icon I want that to be my logo. So I'll resize them to be of almost the same size. So the problem with this icon here, it has a white background, and it will give us a few problems. Because we are not using the paid version of Canva, I'll show you a different way of getting free icons. There's this website called Flat Icons, and I just typed in pet and I got 84,000 pet icons. You can choose any of the icons. There are so many of them. So for this case, maybe let's choose this one. Make sure to download the PNG version, which is the one we want. You want to download the free one. Click on free download. And so our icon has been downloaded. I'll go back to Canva. So the icon I downloaded is this one. I'll pull it here. I'll delete the one we had created previously, and I'll replace it with the one now we have. The icon has been saved under uploads. It is here. So I'll copy this icon. Click Ctrl C to copy it, and I'll paste it here to create the logo without the name. Then I'll resize it. Make sure it is at the center. Make it even bigger. And then I want to choose a different background here. I can just use a plain color. Maybe that yellow, it's okay. You can also change the color of the name. You can change it also to a line, can be yellow. It's actually peach, not yellow. Click on share button. I want to download both of them, and I want to download them as PNG. So I'll click download. I'll just extract here. And these are the two files we have. We have the two different logos we wanted. I also want to remove the background in this first logo. As we were using the free version of Canva, we cannot remove the background. There is this tool called remove background. So what we want to do, we want to upload our image here, or you can just drop it. I'll go here, I'll just drag it and drop it there. As you can see, it has removed the background, which is amazing. So to download, make sure to download the free one. I've clicked on the free version, and this is the download I have here. So as you can see, this is our logo without a background, and then I can rename it to logo. So I'll go back to my website. So what I want to do here, under the logo section, I want to select a logo. Click select logo. I'll select both of these. I'll drag them and drop there. So I've uploaded them to my website media library. So but I don't want to use them at the same time. I want to use this first one here as the main logo, and then I'll click select. I'll resize the logo so it's perfect for me, and then I'll crop the image. So this is our new logo. I want to remove this Josh WP here. We don't need both of them to be working there. So to do so, we have logo layouts. We have the logo and title, logo, title, and title tag. We just need the logo alone. And you can see now we have our logo there. The color, it's peach. It matches with the colors in the website. Could have also chosen this color, but still okay. And that's how we change the logo. You can also resize the logo as you need. If you think it's big, you can resize it here. I think 160 is okay. We'll go back again. So now we are done with that section. We can now go to the footer section here. Under the footer section is this section here. We have You can see here we have the primary navigation, which is okay, we can leave it there. We have the title of our website, and then we have this section here, the copyright section. So to edit this section, you can just click on that button, and then you can edit the section itself. So now you can see here we have the copyright, the year, and then the site title, and then the theme credit. We want to remove the theme credit. After removing the theme credit, you can see now we have 2025 Josh WP. That's what we wanted, and then we go back. Maybe something else we wanted. Maybe we wanted to add our social links here. So as you can see on these rows here, we have the footer navigation. You can actually remove the footer navigation here if you don't need it there, or you can just leave it. It makes it easy for people to navigate your website. I can remove this. I don't think I need this one here. Let me remove that there. And then under the copyright section here, I'll click on the row. I want to edit this row. So the bottom row, I want to edit the row. You see where I've clicked, and then I want to make these columns 2. I'll click to create 2 columns. So I have these 2 columns there. And then I want to reposition the copyright. I'll click on the copyright. I want to position it at the center, so I want it to be there. And then I want to add a new item here, which is a social. Click on social, and then I also want to position the social. Click on the setting icon here, and then I want to scroll down and position it at the center. So I make sure it's also at the center. So now here we have different icons. If you want to add a new icon, just click on add social icon. I want to add YouTube channel here. I click add YouTube channel. To remove an icon, just click on the drop down button and then remove. If you want to remove also this one, it's just the same process. So these are the icons we have added here. We wanted to add the icons. So I'll show you how to add the icon links. So to add the icon links, we will do different thing. I'll go back, and then I'll go again back. So I'll go to general. Under general, I'll go to site icon. So now we can add our links here. I'll go to my Facebook page, and then I'll grab my link, and then go back, paste the link there. And then I'll go to my YouTube channel. I'll copy the link of my YouTube channel homepage, and then go back. So I'll find where YouTube is. This is where YouTube is. Copy the link to YouTube there. And then you can do so for Instagram, and Pinterest, and any other accounts that you have. Afterwards, click on publish. Okay, we also have other settings under the general. We have performance. Under performance, make sure to enable light box. You can enable Google font, load Google font locally. You can also enable optimize group blocks. These are just for SEO purposes. We can also go here. Sometimes you may want to make it easy for people to scroll up the page. You can enable the scroll to top button, and then you enable this button. You can also change the color of the button. As you can see, can't tell what color it is. I'll make sure it's white. Okay, and also on hovering, I'll change maybe to that color. So it makes it easy. So now every time somebody clicks on that button, it takes them back to the top of the page. Publish to update the changes. I'll go back. Under images, I love to give my images a radius of 10. Just click 10. This is the radius. You can see now they don't have a sharp edge. They have a radius of 10. Now we want to go to the most interesting part, which is the posts and page layouts. But before that, let me show you something else. We want to go to site identity. We created 2 logos. So I want to use the site logo, which is a site icon, so that every time you go online, you see this icon here. These are called site icon. These are site icons. So I want to choose this as the site icon. Select it. I don't want to crop it. I just want to use it as full. Just keep cropping, and that's it. So every time you go to the search bar, this is how it looks like. Just as we can see the one for YouTube. So this is the one for your website. And click publish and go back. So now I want to go to posts and page layouts. Because we used AI, everything is already optimized. We don't have much to do. So on the page layout, I don't want to show page title, so I'll delete page title. I'll leave the default page layout as normal, or you can change it to full width, but I think normal is okay, unless you want it to have a sidebar. But it doesn't make sense why a page should have a sidebar. It's only post should have sidebars. And then you want the content style to be unboxed, leave it as it is. If you want to show the featured image, you can enable, but you don't have to show it. Everything is okay. Everything is perfect now. Then we also have other settings here. Set background. If you want to change the set background, it's already set to white. You can change it to somewhat that color, and that's it. Go back, and then you want to go to the single post layout. So this is for blog post. If I click on this blog post, let's see what it looks like. So this is the blog post. This is how it looks like currently. We want to do a few changes. We can't see these details clearly. We'll change that. On the single post layout, we want to show our post title. This is the post title. We want it to be there, so leave it as that. And then the position, we want it to be above the content. This is the content beneath, so we want it to be above the content. We'll leave it as it is. And then we want to use the standard container. Okay, the container width, just leave it as standard. Title alignment, we want it to be at the center here. You can make it, so you can play around. So I want it to be at the center. The maximum container width, I want this to be 200. I set it to 200, makes it okay. It looks good. That's good. And then now we have these elements you are seeing here. We have the category, which is pet care. You can also disable the category if you don't want it, and it's gone. You can also enable it, and we have it back. And then we have the meta details. These are the meta details. Just click on that drop down icon. If you want to show the author, we'll leave it as it is. Enable author link. So I've removed the author label. I want to show the date of when the post was published. The default page layout, it is centered, meaning it's narrow and centered. This is how the post looks like. But you can change it. You can put a sidebar if you want to use a sidebar. But in my case, I don't want to use a sidebar. Maybe in the future, if you're looking to run ads and you want to run ads on the sidebar, you can just use the sidebar. You can just change it. And this is how it will look like. So currently our sidebar is empty. There is nothing in the sidebar. So I'll just leave it as the narrow one. Content style, leave it as it is, unboxed. Do you want to show post tags? I don't want to show post tags. Do you want to show post navigations? So this is what we call post navigation. We already have similar post section here, so we don't need the post navigation here. So I'll remove the post navigation. So we want to show 3 post columns. So this is 1, 2, 3. If you want to show comments under your post, just leave this as it is, and then you want to also show the comment date. Unless you don't want to show the comments, you can disable this one. So I'll leave that as it is. So now scroll back. We want to change the color, so go to design. Under design, this is the meta section. So go to the meta color, click on that button. We want the meta color to be white, so it's visible, or you can change it to that color, okay, or some other color. Maybe let's change that. And then on over, want it to just be the same color. So now it's visible. The article is written by admin. You can go and change this. I'll show you how to change this on the profile, which is simple. Just go back to your website. Under the name of the website, we have dashboard. Just go back to dashboard. And then we have users here, you see, or the users. You can just go to profile. You want to change the name from admin to something else. So I want the name to be Josh. So I would love to use this name, JoshWP. If I click on the display name publicly, yes, you see we have an option to change. So this is the name I want to be displayed. And then I would update profile. There are so many things you can do here. You can add also your links, social media links here on this section if you're interested. But for now, I don't want to make it complicated. As you can see, this is the site icon. It has been changed. It looks beautiful. So let me go back here, update the changes on this side. And then I want to go back. Let me scroll up. Make sure you see this go back icon. And then I want to go to archive pages, such as archive pages include category pages. Those are what we call archive pages. Click on archive layout. So on the archive layout, I want to show the title of the archive if it's a pet care tips. So let me click on the category so that you may see how it looks like. So this, as you can see, this is the category page. It looks good. It already has a dark background, which is okay. You can also remove this breadcrumb or just leave it. Doesn't make that much difference. You can see how that category will look like. So it's already optimized by AI. And then here we have the post item layout. So these are the posts which are shown. You can change the descriptions here. We have the featured image. This is the featured image. The category, which shows it's the category. You have the title. This is the title, as you can see. And then you have the meta description. This is the meta description here. You can also edit the meta if you want to. I think there's really nothing to change. The excerpt. This is the excerpt. I think it's optimized. And then the read more button. In this case, we will leave the read more button. I didn't want it on the home page, but here we can leave it. And that's it. We have done all we could do here. There is so much we can do. Also, we can go to widgets, but we don't have any widgets right now. If you want to add additional CSC, you can just add it here. If you have any question, please make sure to email me at info@joshwp.com. Remember, I told you I will help you to do the FAQ section. So I'm going to use ChatGPT to fill these sections. In our case, under FAQ, we see. So in this case, like, what type of pet care tip do you provide? It's already answered. This one is already answered. This one is already answered. This is already answered, and that is already answered. We can remove this one. It's redundant. We don't need it. And then I think this is just a repetition of the same. We can add different content in those sections. So what I've done, I've gone to ChatGPT. I came and then I copied these titles, and here I have a prompt. So the prompt is simple: add content for the FAQ page. Here are some of the section included in the page. And then I went ahead and told it to add more section, and then click search. And as you can see, ChatGPT went ahead and created content for those sections. However, these sections already have content. This one is a repetition, so we'll update this one, delete this section, and then also maybe update some content on this section. So what I'll do, I'll click on the edit page icon. So the first thing, we want to add the heading here, which is FAQ. We also need to add some information here. So to do so, I'll write another prompt to add these details. So this is the prompt: add general information to be used in the page. And then I'll click proceed. So these are the results. We have two responses, the first one and the second one. So we can choose which one we want to use. I'll choose the second one. But for now, let me take this part here. I will add it here. So now I will add content for these three sections. Okay, what is Joshua about? So I'll copy that one. You can start with that. Paste it there. You can remove the numbering. And then I'll copy the content here. Just paste it there, copy the second one, and then I'll go back again, add it there, and then the content beneath that, I'll copy it. Then I'll go here, make sure to click to open and paste the new content in. Then the last section, copy that, go back. This is the section I want to edit, paste it there, and then I'll copy its content, go back, click open, double click to highlight everything, backspace to delete, and then paste the new content inside. And that's how we do it. These sections are already written. We wanted to remove this part of the section. To remove this one, just click on that section, click on the three icon, then delete. That's it. Then I'll go down. This is the same as the section above, the same questions as you can see. The last question here was, can I get advice on pet nutrition? And then where can I find resources? So where can I find resources? So this was the last section. So I'll come here and choose this section here, copy that, paste it here, and then also its content, copy that, go back, paste it there. Do the same for this other section here. I want to leave the numbering out, paste it there, and then its content, copy it, and then make sure to open, highlight everything, backspace, and then now paste it inside. Click on save to update changes. So your page is updated. If you need this form, you can leave it here. If you don't need, you can delete it. For the sake of illustration, I will edit, reach out, and then I'll delete this one. I don't need this here. This form is the same as the one in the contact form. You can just edit it to suit your need. click on a section. If you don't want it, delete it. The subject, if you don't want the subject, you can delete, or you can just leave the subject there and then the message. And then remember what I said, the after action, want it to be sent as an email to you. So make sure to enter your email details here, the email to which you want the content to be sent, the from email. So now you can view your page on a different tab. And so this is your page, as you can see, the FAQ page. Looks good. Just click to collapse. Click on the plus icon to see the content. So on the privacy policy page, we can do a few changes. So what I want to do, we have this icon called page setting. Click on the page setting, and then I want to disable the transparent header, and then I'll click on save changes, and then I want to open a new tab so that you may see what we have. We have the privacy policy here. It's just a simple page. That's it. I think we have covered everything. Now you have a complete website, well optimized for SEO. In our next lesson, we'll be learning how to create your first article. After that, we'll be doing what is SEO and do on-page SEO, and the other lesson will be about keyword research and so forth. So don't miss any of our lesson. I said all the links are in the description below or on the resource section. Please, if you have any question, make sure to reach out. See you next time. Have a nice time.